A lot of people don't know what they're living for. They think about their life and they wonder, what is this about? When you think there's nothing bigger, you just say, well, let me just satisfy myself. And at the end of the day, you're hurting everyone else around you.
You can have questions, you can have doubts, you can wonder who you are before them, you can wonder what your purpose is, you can struggle with your own identity. That's the walk.
Doesn't matter what we've done, why we did it, to whom we did it, where we did it, when we did it, doesn't matter. We got to learn to forgive ourselves.
Whatever the difficulty that seems so big and so insurmountable, with Him it's not.
We have God's life-giving power and spirit within us that calls us to mission.
We're made for meaning, we're made for mission. That's why we're suffocating out there in that shallow, superficial world, because we're made to make a difference in other people's lives.
When your mission can intersect with spirituality and faith, the possibilities are limitless.
You were meant to be amazing, to be a world changer, to be a man of God in a godless age.
Of everything that will encounter our lives, of everything that happens, when we live as sons and accept God as our Father, far from being a shackle or a bounding and holding us back, it sets us free. This is the irony. It sets us free.
Free to be the men who God created and calls each one of us to be.
And you will not walk in unless you encounter Christ, unless you give to Him all that you have, unless you gather around some other men and walk with them together, and unless you put yourself out into the deep and take on whatever big, ugly thing that you want to go after. Because the world is waiting for you to become what you're meant to be. Gentlemen, if you become what you're meant to be, you would set the world on fire.
It's what every single person in this room has to do every single day, as do I. Lead.
Don't be afraid of your cross. Embrace the cross. And I promise you, when you embrace that cross, you'll be able to inspire other people to be a part of the world of evangelization.
What we need to change this culture is to change our own hearts. And what we simply have to do is be faithful to the demands of love that God has placed in our hearts.
Hear God whispering, I love you, brother. You're my son. I want you to come to me because I have everything that you've ever desired. Because everything you've ever desired, I've put into your heart.
The heart was the place where your desire for God lives inside of you. Because that's where God can touch you, and that's where God can change your life, in your heart.
To work out who we are and what we're here for and what matters most and what matters least, so that we can go out into the world and live with passion and purpose.
Can you say that no matter what happens tomorrow, no matter what happens with your wife, your kids, your job, the decisions you've made, whatever, that you have already won because of nothing that you or I have done, but because of the gracious work that Jesus Christ did on the cross for all of us? We all can say, no matter what, we've won.